What if I told you that the Vatican, the epicenter of the Catholic Church, might possess a device that can travel through time? Yes, you heard that right, a time machine. Now before you dismiss this as yet another wild conspiracy theory, let's take a moment to unpack it. The concept of a time machine is a fascinating one, isn't it? The ability to traverse the timeline, to witness significant historical events firsthand, or even to catch a glimpse of the future. It's a theme that's been explored extensively in science fiction, and yet remains firmly in the realm of the fantastical. However, what if this concept was not purely the stuff of fiction? Enter the Vatican, a place that's no stranger to secrets and mysteries. Nestled within its ancient walls are countless treasures, texts, and artifacts, some of which we know little about. The Vatican's archives are a treasure trove of knowledge, much of it still waiting to be discovered. But could one of these treasures be a device capable of time travel? This is where our story takes an interesting turn. There are whispers, theories whispered in hushed tones, that suggest the Vatican might be harboring such a device, a time machine hidden away from prying eyes. Sounds outrageous, doesn't it? But then again, the Vatican has been known to harbor many secrets. Now we're not claiming that this is definitive proof that such a device exists, not at all. Instead, we're inviting you on a journey of exploration and speculation. A journey that will take us through centuries of history across the boundaries of time and into the heart of one of the world's most secretive institutions. As we delve into these claims, remember, nothing is as it seems. So buckle up and keep an open mind as we set out to uncover whether this is fact or fiction. Is the Vatican truly hiding a time machine, or is this just another myth woven into its intricate tapestry of mysteries? Stay tuned as we embark on this thrilling journey together. The roots of this theory trace back to the mid-20th century, a time of great scientific and technological advancement. A time when man was reaching for the stars, but also peering into the shadowy corners of our own past and future. In the midst of this era of exploration and discovery, a Benedictine monk by the name of Father Pellegrino Ernetti allegedly invented a device that could traverse the corridors of time. A device he named the chronovisor. Now, Father Ernetti was no ordinary monk. He was a respected scientist, a musicologist, and a linguist, well versed in the ancient languages of Sanskrit, Hebrew, and Latin. He was a man of both faith and science, and purportedly, it was this unique blend of knowledge and belief that led him to the creation of the chronovisor. The chronovisor, according to whispers and speculation, was a machine that could view past and future events. It was said to be a large cabinet with a cathode ray tube for viewing the received events and a series of buttons, levers, and other controls for selecting the time and location to be viewed. It could tune into times and places much like a radio tunes into various frequencies. The first rumors of this remarkable device began circulating in the 1960s. A French priest named François Brune claimed that Father Ernetti had confided in him about the existence of the chronovisor. According to Brune, Ernetti had used the device to witness significant historical events, including the crucifixion of Christ and a performance of the lost tragedy, Thyestes, by the ancient Roman playwright, Ennius. However, as fascinating as this all sounds, we must tread carefully on the shifting sands of speculation and hearsay. For every truth, there are 1,000 rumors, and the chronovisor, cloaked in the intrigue of time travel and the secrecy of the Vatican, is fertile ground for such rumors. But was Father Ernetti's chronovisor a groundbreaking invention, or just a figment of his imagination? Father Ernetti remained silent about his alleged invention for years until he finally revealed its existence in 1972. It was in an interview that year that Father Pellegrino Ernetti, a Benedictine monk, broke his silence regarding a most unusual device, the chronovisor. According to Ernetti, this device was no ordinary invention. It was a machine that could peer into the past, a time viewer of sorts. His bold proclamation was not without its share of jaw-dropping claims, though. The monk alleged to have used this device to witness none other than Christ's crucifixion. Yes, you heard it right. The crucifixion of Jesus Christ, a pivotal event in human history, viewed through a machine nestled away in the heart of the Vatican. But, as with any claim of such magnitude, skepticism was quick to follow. Critics pointed out the lack of physical evidence to back up Ernetti's assertion. Where was this chronovisor? Why was there no demonstration of its capabilities? Questions swirled, doubts mounted, and the world waited for answers. The controversy deepened when allegations of a hoax started to surface. Critics pointed to a lack of consistency in Ernetti's accounts, and some even suggested that the Good Father had concocted the entire story as an elaborate deception. Some skeptics went as far as to claim that the alleged image of Christ on the cross, which Ernetti said he captured with the chronovisor, was nothing more than a cleverly manipulated photograph. Yet, amidst the swirling skepticism and mounting doubts, the chronovisor remained an enigma, shrouded in mystery. Was it a genuine window into the past, a device that could reshape our understanding of history? Or was it simply the product of a fertile imagination, a tale spun by a monk with a flair for the dramatic? A monk's claim, a world in disbelief, the chronovisor controversy was just beginning. And as we delve deeper into this mystery, we're left to ponder the tantalizing possibilities and the questions that remain unanswered. Amid the brewing storm, the Vatican remained eerily quiet. An almost deafening silence that stood in stark contrast to the clamor of voices, all demanding answers about the alleged time machine known as the chronovisor. In the absence of any official response, the rumor mill spun out of control. Theories, conjectures, and speculations filled the void left by the Vatican's silence. Some suggested that the Vatican was suppressing information about the chronovisor to control its power. Could the Holy See, they wondered, be hoarding a device that could reveal the past and predict the future? A device that could, potentially, alter the course of human history? The idea is not as far-fetched as it might seem. The Vatican is known to be a repository of countless historical and religious artifacts, many of which are shrouded in mystery. Could the chronovisor be one of them? The notion of the Vatican suppressing knowledge is not a new one. Throughout history, there have been numerous instances of the Vatican withholding information, often for reasons of preserving the faith or maintaining control. Could the chronovisor be another such case? Could the Vatican be protecting us from the potential dangers of time travel, or are they protecting themselves, safeguarding a power that could be too great for any one entity to possess? Some theorists even go so far as to suggest that the Vatican could be using the chronovisor for their own purposes, predicting future events, uncovering lost secrets, or even manipulating the past. The possibilities are as endless as they are terrifying. The Vatican's silence is in many ways more telling than any statement could be. It fuels speculation, breeds uncertainty, and adds another layer of intrigue to the already enigmatic chronovisor. The silence raises more questions than it answers and leaves us all in a state of suspense. Could the Vatican's silence be an admission of the chronovisor's existence? Until the day we get a clear response, the world can only wonder, speculate, and wait. Fast forward to today, the chronovisor remains a contentious topic. A Pandora's box of speculation, theories, and heated debates. The idea that the Vatican might possess a time-viewing device continues to stir the imagination of many, dividing opinions into two main camps. On one side we have the conspiracy theorists. They argue that the Vatican's silence is not a denial but an admission by omission. They believe that the chronovisor is real, carefully hidden within the Vatican's vaults, away from prying eyes. To them, the device is a forbidden fruit, a testament to the Church's power and influence over the temporal realm. They argue that the Vatican uses the chronovisor to predict and influence the course of history, maintaining their stronghold over the centuries. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the skeptics. They dismiss the idea outright, labeling it as fantastical science fiction. They argue that the lack of concrete evidence, the absence of a working prototype, and the silence of the scientific community all point to the non-existence of the chronovisor. In between these polarized views are the believers, those who accept the possibility of the chronovisor's existence but remain open to the idea that it might be a myth. They argue that the device could exist, given the scientific advancements we've made in quantum physics and the study of time. However, they also acknowledge that without solid evidence, the existence of the chronovisor remains a theory, an intriguing yet unproven concept. The debate surrounding the chronovisor continues to rage on, fueled by the Vatican's silence and the lack of definitive evidence. Despite numerous investigations and inquiries, the truth about the chronovisor remains shrouded in mystery, hidden behind a veil of secrecy and a maze of unanswered questions. So, does the Vatican have a time machine? The truth remains elusive. The Vatican's alleged time machine, a tantalizing tale of mystery, faith, and science. We've traversed through the origins of this enigmatic rumor, delved into the chronicles of the chronovisor, questioned the Vatican's silence, and examined the theory's presence in our world today. Is it a fact shrouded in secrecy or mere fiction spun from whispers and conjectures? As we conclude this journey, remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction.